stop trying to fix your sagging neck from the outside. You are fighting a losing battle. If you are relying on expensive creams or specific facial exercises to lift those jowls, you are ignoring the biological reality that loose, crepey skin isn't just gravity. It is a sign of a structural drought happening inside your body. No amount of lotion can fix a collapsing internal structure, but there is a way to rebuild it. The secret to tightening that delicate skin doesn't lie in a plastic surgeon's office. It lies in your kitchen, specifically in a powerful combination of ingredients you need to drink every single morning. Today, I'm going to show you the exact liquid formula to turn your breakfast into a non-surgical neck lift. Most people think sagging skin is just a matter of getting old, a genetic inevitability that we just have to accept with a sigh. But that is a half truth. While age plays a role, there is a hidden culprit often ignored, a chronic internal drought of specific structural proteins and a silent breakdown of your body's scaffolding system. The skin on your neck is thinner than the skin on your face, and it has fewer oil glands, making it the very first place to reveal nutritional deficiencies. Today, we are going to fix that. I am going to walk you through a specific science-backed morning drink, a powerful elixir that targets the root cause of sagging jowls and loose neck skin. We aren't just going to mask the problem. We are going to feed the cells responsible for fixing it. By the end of this video, you will have the exact recipe and the biological know-how to turn your morning routine into a non-surgical facelift. Before we dive into the ingredients that will change your skin from the inside out, consider subscribing to the channel. We are building a community here dedicated to the kind of senior health tips that doctors often overlook in those rushed 15-minute appointments. And I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from today? Let me know in the comments below. It is always amazing to see how far our community reaches. Let's begin building this morning routine, starting with the absolute foundation of skin structure. The first component we need to discuss is something you have likely heard of, but probably aren't getting enough of in the right form. I'm talking about hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just a beauty buzzword, let's look at the hard biology. Your skin is like a mattress. The springs that keep it bouncy and firm are made of collagen. As we age, those springs break and the mattress starts to sag. But here is the kicker. You can replace the springs. When you ingest hydrolyzed collagen, you are essentially feeding your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild that mattress. It is not just wishful thinking. The science is incredibly robust here. A pivotal study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology demonstrated that oral supplementation with specific collagen peptides significantly increased skin collagen density after just 4 weeks. The researchers found that the fragmentation of the collagen network, basically the breaking of those springs, significantly decreased. Imagine your skin's infrastructure is a crumbling brick wall. This study showed that collagen peptides act like a crew of masons coming in to remortar and stack fresh bricks, leading to a visible reduction in sagging. This is crucial for the neck area because the platysma muscle, which covers your neck, is not connected to bone like facial muscles. It relies heavily on skin elasticity to stay taut. When you lose collagen, that muscle drags the skin down. So step one of our morning drink is a high quality scoop of hydrolyzed collagen. It's the difference between patching a pothole and repaving the road. However, dumping collagen into your coffee isn't enough if you don't have the activator. This brings us to the next essential ingredient for our skin tightening morning ritual, a potent source of vitamin C. You might think of vitamin C just for fighting off a cold, but in a world of dermatology and anti-aging, it is the ignition key for collagen production. You see, your body has these little factories called fibroblasts. Their job is to weave collagen fibers. But without vitamin C, those fibroblasts go on strike. They literally cannot produce collagen without it. This relationship is well documented. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition examined over 4,000 women aged 40 to 74 and found a profound link. The researchers discovered that higher intakes of vitamin C were associated with a lower likelihood of a wrinkled appearance and senile dryness. The data showed that women who consumed more vitamin C had skin that was noticeably firmer and more hydrated. Think of it like baking a cake. You can have all the flour, the collagen in the world, but if you don't have the heat, the vitamin C, you just have a bowl of sticky powder. You need that catalyst. That is why our morning drink must include a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, or even better, a powder of camu camu or acerola cherry, which are super concentrated sources. It turns your body from a passive vessel into an active construction site, repairing the damage from yesterday while you start your day. Now that we have the bricks and the mortar, we need to talk about protection. It is pointless to build a beautiful house if you leave the windows open during a hurricane. This brings us to the liquid base of our drink, green tea. If you are using plain water or sugary orange juice as your morning base, you are missing a massive opportunity. Green tea is loaded with a specific type of antioxidant called catechins, the most famous being EGCG. Why does this matter for your jowls? Because much of the sagging we see is actually caused by oxidative stress and UV damage that accumulates over decades, degrading the elastin fibers that allow your skin to snap back. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Science and Vitaminology highlighted that daily consumption of green tea catechins effectively protected against skin photoaging and improved skin elasticity. The participants who drank the tea showed significantly less roughness and scaling compared to the placebo group. Imagine your skin cells are under constant bombardment from invisible arrows, pollution, sun, stress. Green tea provides a shield deflecting those arrows so your skin cells can focus on tightening and repair rather than just survival. So instead of plain water, we brew a cup of warm green tea as the liquid carrier for our collagen and vitamin C. It creates a synergistic effect where you are repairing and protecting simultaneously. We are moving right along, but there is a hidden structural mineral that almost no one talks about, yet it is vital for that snapped back look. I'm referring to silica, specifically from a natural source like cucumber or bamboo extract. You might remember silica from little packets and shoe boxes that say do not eat, but biological silica is different. It acts as the glue that holds the collagen matrix together. Without silica, collagen forms, but it is disorganized and weak. It's a difference between a pile of lumber and a framed house. The Archives of Dermatological Research published findings suggesting that orthosilicic acid, the bioavailable form of silica, stimulates fibroblasts to secrete more type 1 collagen. The study observed that women with sun-damaged skin who took a silica supplement saw a significant improvement in skin micro-relief and anisotropy, which is a fancy scientific way of saying their skin became smoother and less prone to deep sagging. This is why I recommend blending a few slices of cucumber into your morning drink or adding a few drops of liquid silica. It feels refreshing, sure, but biologically, you are providing the structural integrity your neck needs to defy gravity. Imagine your skin is a suspension bridge. Collagen is the steel cables, but silica is the bolts that keep the cables tight. If the bolts rust out, the bridge sags. We are tightening those bolts every single morning. While we are focusing on what to put in the drink, we have to briefly touch on the environment inside your body that allows this drink to work. This brings us to hydration, but not just drinking water, cellular hydration. You can drink a gallon of water and still be dehydrated if your cells aren't holding on to it. As we age, our cells lose their ability to retain water, leading to that crepey, dry texture on the neck that makes sagging look 10 times worse. To combat this, our morning elixir needs a pinch of high quality mineral salt or an electrolyte balance. This isn't about making it salty, it's about osmotic pressure. A study in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science found that increasing dietary water intake specifically improves deep hydration of the skin, positively impacting its biomechanical properties like extensibility and recovery. However, the key takeaway from broader physiological data is that water follows minerals. If you drink demineralized water, it often flushes right through you. By adding a pinch of pink Himalayan salt or a splash of coconut water to your green tea and collagen mixture, you ensure that the fluid actually travels into the skin cells of your neck, plumping them up like a raisin, turning back into a grape. When the cells are plump, the skin looks tighter and the jowls less pronounced. It is the cheapest, most effective filler you will ever find. If you are finding these tips helpful and are starting to picture your new morning routine, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us get this information to other seniors who are ready to take control of their health. Now, let's talk about a powerful addition that targets the hormonal aspect of aging skin. We often forget that our skin is an endocrine organ. It responds to hormones. As estrogen levels drop during menopause and beyond, skin thickness decreases dramatically. To counter this without synthetic hormones, we can look to phytoestrogens. And a fantastic source for your drink is ground flaxseed or flaxseed oil. Flax seeds are rich in lignans and omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids are the oil that keeps the hinges of your body moving, but they are also crucial for the lipid barrier of your skin. A randomized controlled trial published in Skin Pharmacology and Physiology showed that supplementation with flaxseed oil significantly decreased skin sensitivity and improved skin hydration and smoothness. The study found that the fatty acids in flaxseed dampened the inflammatory response in skin cells. Chronic inflammation is like a slow burning fire in your tissues, constantly breaking down collagen. By adding a teaspoon of flaxseed oil or ground flax to your drink, you are putting out that fire. Imagine your skin cells are inflamed, red, and angry. The flaxseed oil calms them down, allowing them to function properly and hold their shape. It effectively seals in moisture and strengthens the barrier, making the skin on your neck more resilient against the pull of gravity. We have built a powerful drink, but we must address the enemy that can undo all this hard work. You could drink this elixir every day, but if you are pairing it with a high sugar breakfast, you are spinning your wheels. This brings us to the concept of glycation. When you eat sugar, it bonds with proteins in your body to form advanced glycation end products, appropriately acronymed as AGEs. These AGEs are devastating for your face and neck. They attach themselves to your collagen and elastin fibers and turn them brittle. Think of a fresh rubber band, it stretches and snaps back. Now think of an old rubber band that has been left in the sun. You pull it and it cracks or snaps. That is what sugar does to your neck skin. A review in the British Journal of Dermatology highlighted that the accumulation of AGEs in the dermis alters the physical properties of the skin, specifically reducing elasticity and increasing stiffness. This stiffness is what creates the permanent folds and jowls. So the actionable advice here is not just an addition to the drink, but a rule for the meal that accompanies it. Skip the pastry, skip the sugary cereal. If you spike your insulin first thing in the morning, you are accelerating the rusting of your body's pipes. Pair your skin tightening drink with a protein rich breakfast to protect those new collagen fibers you are working so hard to build. Let's add one final exotic touch to our elixir that has been used for centuries, but is only now being understood by modern science: aloe vera juice. Most of us think of aloe for sunburns, but drinking the inner leaf gel is a game changer for elasticity. Aloe contains sterols that stimulate the production of hyaluronic acid and collagen. A study conducted by researchers at Seoul National University and published in the Annals of Dermatology found that daily dietary aloe vera supplementation significantly reduced facial wrinkles and improved skin elasticity in women the age of 45. The study noted an increase in procollagen type I gene expression. In simple terms, the aloe woke up the sleeping genes responsible for keeping skin young. It's like blowing a whistle at a construction site where the workers are napping. Suddenly, everyone gets back to work. Adding just an ounce of pure food grade aloe vera juice to your mixture creates a soothing, gut healing, and skin tightening powerhouse. It addresses the internal inflammation that often manifests as puffiness in the face and neck, helping to sculpt that jawline from the inside. So let's put this all together into a coherent routine. What does this morning elixir look like in practice? You start with a base of warm green tea, about 8 to 10 ounces. Into that warm, not boiling, so you don't destroy the vitamin C liquid, you dissolve a scoop of high quality hydrolyzed collagen peptides. You squeeze in half a lemon for your vitamin C activation. You add a few drops of liquid silica or blend it with a few slices of cucumber. If you prefer a smoothie texture, you add a pinch of pink salt for hydration, a teaspoon of flaxseed oil for the lipid barrier, and finally, an ounce of aloe vera juice. It might sound like a lot of ingredients, but once you have them on your counter, it takes less than 2 minutes to assemble. And the taste, it's fresh, slightly tart, and incredibly grounding. But more importantly, think about what you are doing. You aren't just drinking a beverage, you are sending a care package to every cell in your neck and face. You are telling your body, I haven't given up on you. You are providing the tools, the bricks, the mortar, the workers, and the hydration to rebuild what time has taken away. I know that making changes can be hard. Maybe you have arthritis in your hands and squeezing lemons is painful. That is okay. Buy organic bottled lemon juice. Maybe you are on a fixed income, start with just the collagen and vitamin C. Those are the heavy hitters. Do what you can with what you have. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. It's about loving yourself enough to take that extra step in the morning. And remember, this isn't an overnight miracle. Skin cycles take about 28 days to renew. And as we get older, that cycle slows down to 40 or 50 days. You need to give this time, commit to this drink for 60 days. Take a picture of your neck and jawline today, and then take another one in 2 months. I promise you, the difference will not just be in the mirror, it will be in how you feel. You will feel more hydrated. Your joints might ache a little less thanks to the collagen, and you will carry yourself with the confidence of someone who is actively caring for their temple. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the molecular structure of collagen to the damaging effects of sugar. Let's recap the main actionable advice so you can start tomorrow. First, get a high quality hydrolyzed collagen supplement. Second, pair it always with vitamin C. Third, use green tea as your liquid base for antioxidant protection. Fourth, don't forget the minerals. A pinch of salt helps the water stay in your cells. And finally, cut the sugar to stop the rusting of your skin. It is a simple formula, but the biology behind it is undeniable. You have the power to change the trajectory of your health and your appearance. You are not a victim of your genetics or your age. You are a biological machine that responds to inputs. If you input junk, you get sagging and fatigue. If you input the high octane fuel we discussed today, you get resilience, firmness, and vitality. It is never too late to start. Whether you are 60, 70, or 80, your cells are still listening to you. Speak to them with kindness and with nutrition. I want to ask you one final question to kickstart the discussion below. Which of these ingredients are you currently using, and which one was a complete surprise to you? I'm really curious about the silica. It's usually the one that catches people off guard. Let me know in the comments. And please, if you found value in this video, if you learned something new that made you feel hopeful about your health, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Do it because your health is worth fighting for and because we are in this fight together. Stay strong, stay hydrated, and keep looking up, literally and figuratively. I'll see you in the next video with more science-backed tips to help you live your best, most vibrant life